Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our first major build, which happens to be a solid axle Hilux. LN106. I think this is a 94 model. So, give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen over, I think we've got about 11 or 12 weeks to have this car built, because it's going up to Cape York for its maiden voyage. We will be retaining the 3L motor, which is still in the shell over there. We'll pull that out. But basically we've got the body going up a little bit higher, clearance for tyres. To get an idea of things, guys, I'm 6'1" and this Bullbar is going to be sitting about here. We've just done a rear up front conversion and started test fitting things. Moves the diff forward 80mm, there or abouts, and lifts the front up 75mm, and that's with using rear springs, guys. And you move the shackle mounts. A couple of guys make kits for them. We're using the Bud's Customs gear. This is fantastic stuff. On the bottom, the mount. We're getting transfer reduction gears, 471 reduction gears, and also the diff gears will be getting reduced to 488 at this stage, and we may have to go further. That just comes down to testing. We'll have to make a cradle in behind here, 6mm plate. We'll have a winch behind this bar because this car's planning on going some absolutely crazy tracks. Over there we'll be taking off the push and pull style old steering, and it will be going to a Hilux Surf high steer kit with the twin arms, which will improve steering, so it's not pushing and pulling, as it's going to have 37-inch tyres on it. We're also going to change all the gussets and bracketry through the chassis and brace where necessary, because it will weigh a bit more. The car's going to get used for some moderate touring as well, so it will hold weight. We got to find space. We'll have a turbo kit fitted, which is probably a decent improvement for 37-inch tyres. So that'll fit in the inside of the engine bay nice and neatly. The kits bolt in very easily, but we do want to intercool. Being for the weight, we have to keep the EGTs down, which involves lowering your intake temperatures. So it'll be either water to air or top mount, because they do not have a room in an LN106 for a front mount without majorly modifying the front end. Have to try and lift that cab onto here soon. Engine and box. Superior Engineering is sending us some rear springs. They'll be here hopefully tomorrow. We got an LN167. For those who don't know, you can put an LN167 rear housing in these, and LN167 hubs with a kit, and you will increase, as we're going up to make it more stable, you increase your wheel track by 2 inches in each corner. And then on top of that, we've gone from I think there's a POS 25 from standard to a 0 offset on the rim, which we don't want to go into the negative if we don't have to. See, cab on its own weight. Yeah, it is quite common, guys, for these to have a bent chassis. I now know of 3 that have bent in that spot. Mate, it's a shop dog, Ollie.
Hey, all.
So, these get cut off, guys. These are the standard shock mounts under here. So what you may not have noticed is every single mount on that chassis has actually been cut off, and everything gets measured and marked pre. Guys, new shock mounts, these things will be way up high. Which we may have to do some guard work when we get to it. But obviously we're going to get the cab off, makes it easy to get the motor on. The airbox will get built with a 3-inch. Actually, I think we'll try and fit a 4-inch on this. Obviously we haven't got a lot of room to work with, but a 4-inch would look nice and uniform. And we'll go into a custom airbox, which will then go into our turbo kit that will be bolted on. This will have roll bars, brush bars, side steps, and we'll also wrap them around and bring them up and down and to protect the corner of the cab. This is once again, like this will be a rock crawler, guys, so this thing will have a bit above your average bar work. We'll have nerve bars on the tray and a bash plate underneath. So that'll tie into our 6mm piece. So everything's got to get thought about pre. Otherwise you end up doing a whole lot of reworks, which we don't want to do. Guys, you do need to adjust your headlights down. These have got a bucket headlight. They are adjustable, luckily. So we'll have to bring these down, or you won't be able to see anything at night. And like I said, guys, intercooler wise, we'll let you know how we go, because we're sort of going to have to play around with it. You generally don't run any more than 9 to 10 pounds of boost in these cars to keep it safe. EGTs just come up too high. The motor was never built for boost. You don't want to push it too hard, blow the head to pieces. You can go ahead, guys, and send it off, get the motor built, go nuts, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a 2.8 litre, don't push it too hard. So we'll let you know what we come up with there as we go along. Keep you guys up to date and follow the build along. So hopefully we get some rear springs coming during the week. We can start bolting up some new housings, rear springs, start playing around with some hubs and whatever, and maybe sneak some wheels on, give you guys a general idea of how crazy this thing's going. And hopefully you guys set out on the shows, but we'll keep you up to date on YouTube, Instagram, the whole fruit. Good to have you along for the ride. See yous.